Hey, North family, it's Pastor Lance. I hope you're doing well, getting ready for Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. It's not just because of the food. I love Thanksgiving food. My dad, he fries a turkey every year, and tomorrow I'm going to eat my weight in fried turkey and sweet potato pie, two of the most delicious foods on the face of the earth. But I also love Thanksgiving because of a really important lesson that I learned just a few years ago, and it still sticks with me today. Many of you know my wife and I's story of struggling to get pregnant and eventually feeling like God was leading us towards adoption. Just a few years ago, around Thanksgiving, we hadn't been matched with our little girl yet. And my mom does this thing at Thanksgiving that I'm sure many of you do. And right before we eat, she has us go around and say what we're thankful for. And I remember thinking about that was coming up, and I wasn't thankful for anything. I had prayed that God would help us get pregnant, and it didn't happen. I had prayed that God would help fertility treatments help us get pregnant, and it didn't happen. And then I felt like God was leading us to adoption. I was praying that God would help us get matched with a baby, and it wasn't happening yet. And I was really depressed, and I remember thinking, I'm not thankful for anything. I'm not thankful for anything. God's not doing anything in my life because I've prayed all these prayers, and He hasn't answered any of them. I was quickly reminded, though, that Scripture tells us on several occasions that we shouldn't shy away from our hard times or from our struggles. Romans 5 says that we should glory in our struggles because they produce perseverance, and that perseverance then produces character, and character produces hope. And in James chapter 1, we're told to count it joy when we face trials of many kinds because those trials produce perseverance in us. And so that year, being a little different, I didn't say I was thankful for family or for health or for a house or anything like that. I said, hey, I'm thankful that God hasn't answered my prayer yet. I'm thankful that He's been teaching me that even though He hasn't answered my prayer, He's been teaching me that I can trust in Him. And now I'm looking back and I can see how God was faithful to provide things that I wasn't even asking for. And now I'm on the other side of this adoption, and I have this beautiful little 2-year-old girl who is just the joy of my life. And I know that God was working all during those years where I just thought He wasn't even listening to me, and He was proving Himself to be faithful because the outcome was so much better than anything I could have imagined. COVID has ruined 2020, right? Many of you have probably had it. Many of you have probably lost loved ones to COVID. You might not be able to get together with your family for Thanksgiving because of COVID. Some of you maybe have lost your jobs because of COVID. The year's just been crazy. And maybe this year, when you go around the table at Thanksgiving, you don't really know what you're going to say that you're thankful for. I want to encourage you that even if you're in the middle of a hard time, be thankful for that hard time. Because the God that you and I serve can take even the worst struggles, even the worst of times, and He can use it to create perseverance and character and hope. He's building within us Christ-like character. And we're reminded that even our light and temporary trials are creating for us an eternal glory that will far outweigh all the troubles that we'll experience. North family, I'm thankful for you this Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for the way that you've moved through the difficult year and you've decided to always engage with Jesus, whether online, whether in person. You've made room for Christ in your life, and I'm thankful for that. So whether your life is awesome right now or whether you're in a struggle and in a really hard time right now, there's always a reason to be thankful to God because He's always producing Christ-like character within you. I love you. I'll see you Sunday, 9, 10:20, and 11:40, or I'll join with you online. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Know that my family and I love you, and your North family loves you. Bye, guys.